A question about the person standing to your left. Everyone freeze. How would we do that, or do at puzzles, I think MC and I would do alright at puzzles. We probably aren't the best possible team you could form out of everyone, but we'd do okay. We certainly wouldn't embarrass ourselves. We're both smart people. I guess it really depends on what kind of puzzles they are.
Obviously, I'd get carried by Yuri. She's really good at this sort of thing.
I think it would contribute much more than you expect you would.
Still not anything close to you. Hey, come on, man, you're a gamer. Give yourself some credit.
Yes, well, I do have a certain proclivity for problem solving. But still, I think the strongest team would be myself and Natsuki. She does exceptionally well at coming up with creative ideas and solutions, and she got through Natsuki Quest just fine. Sometimes they're silly or don't work well at first, but that's where I come in.
I'd probably do alright with Sayori. We'd figure stuff out. I thought it would be a complete disaster. I'd be totally hopeless. You might be able to solve some of the puzzles, but then one would frustrate you and you'd get mad. And you'd be like, this puzzle's stupid! This whole thing is stupid! You'd do much better with Yuri. I know that Monica and I work really well together on hard stuff. She's really patient with me and my failings. Yeah, you're very patient with me and my failings also. You don't have a lot though. But yeah, I don't think there's anything Monica and I can't accomplish together if we give us enough time. We're a good team. We really are. Anyway, I also really like my chances with Miss Ida helping me solve puzzles. She's incredibly smart. I'm a limited subject area, or in a limited subject area, perhaps. Well, you say that, but I think you're just smart in general. You know a lot about tons of stuff other than chemistry. You're really smart about literature, at least. That we know. So I think you'd be a good puzzle solver in general. Thanks for the email. Let's see the next one.
Cookies or cupcakes? From Suzuki.
Oh, well, we can do this one pretty quick. I have definitely come to prefer cupcakes. Although I used to be a cookie person. Cookies! Although I love cupcakes. Especially Natsuki's cupcakes. Yes, well, you also love my cookies. Yes, although you don't bake them that often. I mean, you enjoy stealing cookies I eat. Maybe a little. I obviously like cupcakes better.
I like both about the same. They're both great.
I definitely prefer cookies, although I have yet to try Natsuki cupcakes. Like Monica, I have come to be a cupcake person.
Well, you know, Miss Ida, there's clearly a desk, there's a cupcake on every desk in this classroom. Just have one.
And there you have it. Next! Oh, sorry, Force, I have it. But let's bring up the next one for sure.
Here's a silly question for all the female club members. Why do sometimes the skirt you girls wear decide to just bend like macaroni? Carter.
Like macaroni? I suppose their skirts are really flexible, aren't they? Obviously, we're not wearing them right now, but I think I know what you mean. They're actually built super thick and tough. They're surprisingly heavy when you pick them up. But I think that's part of why they can bend so much and so weirdly. It'd be really hard to rip them.
We have to wear them every day after all. So they're built to stand up to lots of pulling and stretching, lots of abuse. So I think a side effect of that is that they're very pliable.
Yeah, it means that when we're running around, or doing that hip whip thing Monica does sometimes, the skirts get really flowing. Hip whip thing? Yeah, you have a hip whip thing. You do it when you're flirting or teasing someone. I'll let you know the next time you do it. Well, okay then. Let's move on.
Natsuki. So according to Fuyuki, she said she sometimes wants to be a musician. Does she play any instruments? If so, what instruments? And is she any good at them? And for the club as a whole, if you were to play any sort of instrument, what would it be and why? Monica can't choose the piano. No cheating. DJ.
Oh, cool. A question about Sis. Yeah, we got a few over the break. I guess that makes sense. Sis can play a few instruments. She's okay at most guitar-like stuff, like guitars, ukuleles, that kind of thing. She sings pretty well. She can also play piano, although she's not as good as Monica is now. Oh, shucks. But mostly she likes to do production stuff, like balancing and mixing and that kind of thing. I don't really know a lot about how all that works, but I think she's pretty good at it. What about you guys? What instrument would you play if you could? And he says no piano for Monica. I'm gonna go with the electric guitar because, obviously...
I've always thought the flute was nice. Oh, good choice. Although I would be more specific and say a shakuhachi.
I have no idea what that is. I guess it's a kind of flute. Yeah, that kind of traditional instrument is really appealing. I would want to be able to play some good traditional zither, like a gusheng or a koto.
I'm not really sure. I don't really know what I'd be good at. I guess I should start with something easy like a recorder.
This is if you could play anything, not just where you'd actually start in real life.
Yeah, I'm still going to say a recorder. I can't see myself playing anything else at first. Yet. Let's see if I can play the piano. I guess I'd have to go with this thing, theremin. It's a fascinating instrument and I'd love to be able to play it well. I would learn now, but it's very difficult. One last email today.
Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I am finally getting professional help again for my issues I mentioned last time after being let off by my last therapist around the time of writing my last email. I am hoping that I will finally get a final confirmed diagnosis soon, and then I will be able to claim PIP, Personal Independence Payment. I thought that for some reason I'd join in on sharing our fears. I have the fear of drowning. I couldn't find a proper name for it. Lepidopterophobia, only for moths. I have incredibly bad trypophobia. Siri, do you also despise crumpets? Lol. Something relating to another fear I have is that time where I could hear scratching in my ear and had a panic attack and started crying because I thought there was a spider in there. Actually, I think that might be the fear MC mentioned, the fear of parasites. Something I just randomly thought of. Do any of you have food you will not eat at all, or anything you eat in a really weird/specific way? I'm not particularly fussy, but I will not eat mayonnaise or Marmite. I don't know what Marmite is. And I also have a habit of doing things like eating food in a certain order in a meal, or separate Oreos, or eating the bread when the bacon eating the bread, then the bacon in a bacon sandwich. My next question is, since your sprites are obviously in an anime art style, who do you believe you resemble the most if you were somehow brought to our reality? Any celebrities or lesser-known people? And you wouldn't have your natural hair colors over here unless you dyed your hair, then you probably would have that hair color. The same goes for your eyes unless you wore contacts. I figured that you wouldn't look like your sprites, so just something I thought would be interesting to think about. Spud.
Oh, welcome. Trypophobia really sucks, huh? Like, you'll be having a normal day, and then put out something really horrifying that other people find normal. Crumpets aren't really a problem, right? We don't run into that here a lot. But lotus pot stuff, blech! I'm really glad you're getting help like I am. The help I get isn't always super effective, but in general I'm in a much better place because of it. Hopefully you feel at least a little better. There's not really a lot I won't eat. I don't like pineapples on pizza, as I think I've said before, but I still like both pineapples and pizza.
There are a few vegetables I don't like. Oh, and soft cheeses.
I can't stand the taste of tequila. I'm alright with other alcohols, which I drink exclusively in moderation and off-school grounds, of course, but not tequila.
I think we talked about my food hates before, but the most popular food that I hate is tomatoes. I really hate tomatoes. I won't eat anything that has touched tomato if I can still taste tomato on it. They are just gross to me. Weird, but you eat stuff like pizza that has tomato sauce on it. Yeah, I guess I don't mind too much when it's in a sugary sauce or something. But tomatoes themselves just have this taste. Blech. I'm pretty open-minded, I think. I'll try most things, although some food isn't for me. I try to steer clear of pork, even though I like other meat. It just doesn't feel great to me in the mouth. And I really don't like durian, so I had to try one once and I just could not get past the smell.
I don't really like fast food very much. It's a problem sometimes. The couple want to go out for late-night junk food sometimes, and I'll have to politely eat nothing. Ugh, the feeling of grease on my mouth is disgusting.
Well, you could, order a salad or something.
I don't know how you all deal with it.
That's part of the allure. As to your last question, I'm not sure any of us sort of resemble anyone from your world. We were made to be pretty unique looking. And in any event, I don't know that what we'd look like in your world.
You know, it's actually kind of ironic she says they're made to look unique, because that they're made to look like generic anime characters. Seriously, they are.
Although maybe MC might resemble some of you. That's what he was designed for, after all. Anyway, I guess we won't find out unless we do get through to the real world someday. Alright, and that's all the emails for today. Remember, you can get your emails featured too.
Oh, you got cut off. Auto-ending text box.
By emailing that place.
A few students walk in, looking around curiously.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Hi. Oh, you're Monica, right?
That's me.
Cool. The decorations are pretty cool. And is this the whole litter club?
Yeah, this is us. We are a small but active group of enthusiasts.
So what do you guys do here? Oh, are these free cupcakes?
Well, we do a bunch of things. We write a lot of poems, we analyze literary works. I have even persuaded our president here that video games should count as having literary merit. And we have performed extensive analysis on them.
Sounds fun.
And yeah, the cupcakes are free. Feel free to grab one and to take one of our flyers with some of our favorite poems on them. We were going to read the poems to everyone who came in, but then we decided that would seem for most people. But if you want to hear us read some, you can come to the club celebration later to like the Fountain Club.
Oh man, these cupcakes are good. Where'd you get them?
Made them from scratch myself.
Well, Natsuki-senpai, you bake. She does. She's really amazing, right? Natsuki-senpai sure seems like she can do anything sometimes. Oh, Miss Ada, I didn't know you ran this club.
I don't. The students run it. I'm just here to be their mandatory faculty member. I barely do anything.
Man, I wish my club could have used you as their advisor. That'd be cool. You're gonna be at the festival later, Miss Ida.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into the dunk tank.
Oh, no one will want to dunk you, Miss Ida.
Well, maybe I'll have to mercilessly taunt everyone then. For charity, of course.
Well, that went pretty well. No new members out of them, still, but hey, it seems like we made a good impression. I'm getting a little nervous now. We're gonna have to read our poems soon. You'll do great, Sayori. And I bet you'll be excited to hear everyone else's poems. Yeah, I love listening to you guys read your poems. I guess it's about time for me to be the president again now that we're sort of done with club today. I don't want it to mess with your festival time, Yuri.
Nonsense. It doesn't mess with anything. I really don't mind at all. You enjoy your festival, and we can do the presidency stuff later.
You really don't mind?
Truly. Take the time off and enjoy yourself.
Well, I will graciously accept then. What about you, Masita? Do you want to join us for the festival stuff later?
Well, I'd have to go do my shift at the dunk tank first. But after I get dried off, I might join you there, or here and there. I don't want to be a burden on you all, though.
The club starts to walk out of the room.
You're not a burden.
Well, I'm still a grown-up teacher figure. That can put a damper on things sometimes.
The club members walk down the hallway. A few minutes have passed. Hello? Is anyone still in here? Who could this be? Oh, it's her.
Darn, guess they left. Oh, but cupcakes. These are probably free, right?
I have forgotten if that's pronounced Ree or Rye. I'm pretty sure it's Ree. But whatever you choose, I'll always be there for you to lean on. I promise. That's it, thank you. There's some polite applause. And thank you to the Literature Club for giving us that delightful round of poetry, said no one. Next up, we have the Archery Club. Well, they didn't like that one.
Ah, fuck them. You didn't write that poem for them anyway. It says so right in the poem. Your intended audience seems to appreciate it, you know. I love you so much, MC.
I love you too, Bun. Sorry I'm reading this to you so late. I just thought it would be a little weird to read it last year.
Probably, but I've already seen this poem, you know.
You have?
Yes, Monica showed it to me when I was having a rough time that one time.
Oh.
It was really nice to hear you say the words. And your voice, you really are nice voice. So, are we splitting off into groups again this time around?
I suppose we could. But I think MC and Sayori have had enough bonding time by now that they wouldn't mind going with the group. Perhaps?
Yeah, we can go with them, MC. I think it'd be fun.
You don't need to ask me, Bun. But yeah, let's go with everyone. That sounds great.
Okay, yes, but we're not going anywhere until after the archery club does their turn. Their show is always badass. Of course, wouldn't dream of it. And the fireworks are so cool! Even cooler than last year. I wonder what they changed.
Well, there were more of them, for one thing.
Yeah, but like, what about those fireworks that didn't go away?
The fireworks that didn't go away.
Yeah, at one point all those lights went up and they stayed up and they moved around. How do fireworks do that?
Those were drones, Sayori. They equipped drones with strong, colorful lights and programmed them to fly around in a particular pattern.
Oh, just me being dumb again.
That's not dumb. Anyone could have thought that. Well, time for us to head to our houses. Have a good night, Yuri.
And you as well. Just you and I now, I suppose. It's strange. I'm still walking, but the background doesn't shift any from your perspective. I suppose I'll just keep walking towards my house and we'll see what happens. It's fascinating to me how the game handles these things. In any event, I'm glad to spend a lot more time with you, like I mentioned back at the club. We talk so rarely. Ah, I see. It just transitions the scene at a certain point. Fascinating. Well, I don't know how long the game will follow me around for, but you're welcome to come in if you like. Looks like whoever's awake is in the living room. I can probably just head up to my room undisturbed. Come along.
Is that you talking, Gary? I don't know who this is.
Yes, I just got home. Just heading up to my room.
Did you eat already?
I did, yes.
Alright, sleep well then.
I will. Hello again. I'm sure you're wondering about my room. I was surprised by Monica's code-enabled changes to her own home's decor, so I asked for some help on learning to do that, and here we are. Fortunately, my family doesn't seem to think anything strange about it, or even different.
Yeah, now that I think about it, this is a different BG than they used for Yuri's room previously.
It's a bit more spacious than it was before, although my wall decor is still somewhat sparse. And right now my books are piled up just behind you. I need to get a large enough bookshelf. But it's a start. Especially since I only started working on it just this past summer. I would have asked Monica for more help, but she's been busy. Some coding project of her own. Goodness knows what she's trying to do now. But I'm sure it's something good. Anyway, I'm sure I'm boring you.